Hi, I'm Colin here from Fast Expand and Game Social here with JonnyREcco. So yeah, JonnyREcco's had some interesting pastimes, going from team to being on your own again. First of all, how are you finding Heart of the Swarm?
Well, it's more exciting than Sharks Do Wings of Liberty, but some things are a bit, interesting, I would say. But yeah, I like it.
And by interesting, you mean?
Well, I think kind of imbalanced, but maybe we'll see when it goes on.
Okay, is that obviously you're a Zerg player? Would you consider the new Zerg units where Zerg needs to be, or?
No, they seem kind of interesting, and sometimes it can be useful. But I'm not sure if it's just I'm not playing the top players with them, so I don't know if they work. But they seem interesting. Yeah.
So as you mentioned, you're not quite playing the top players yet. Is that because the ladders are still very weird, or is it literally you've had not a lot of time to practice?
Well, it's more like the MMR is still kind of dodgy, so it's like hasn't separated the top players from the rest of the players. So it's just that really.
Okay, but have you managed to get quite a lot of practice in? Because the game only came out a few weeks ago, and obviously you're not a full-time... Are you a full-time player? Yeah, you are a full-time player, but obviously teamless at the moment. So have you found a lot of time to play, or...?
I've played quite a bit, not as much, as I'd want to, but I've been playing quite a lot the last few weeks since it came out. I feel like I got a lot of practice in, so...
Lovely. And how are you feeling about the ESET tournament this year?
Well, with the Koreans coming over, it's a lot more challenging, I guess. But I still feel pretty good about it. There's only I wouldn't say I'm worried about anyone, but no.
So obviously the Korean players are very much the centre of attention here at ESET. I mean, it's the first time major Korean players have come over. You've obviously got 4GG, Crank, and wow. Sting, that's the one. Thank you very much. So obviously 3 top Korean players. Out of those 3, who are you most kind of dreading playing?
Oh, it's probably the Terrans. Since they've got the Medivacs, they're so good. Probably 4GG out of the 2 of them, I would say. There.
I mean, he's a very, very strong player. Overall, obviously you're fighting through the open bracket this year. How do you feel about starting there?
I don't know. I would have liked to be put into the actual groups, but it doesn't really bother me. It's going to be easy, I think. So just time consuming.
Yeah. So you just obviously you have to play for a whole extra 2 days, isn't it?
Just 1 day.
Oh, is it 1 day? So yeah, an extra day, and obviously sometimes it affects you more than it affects everyone else. We talked briefly. Of course, you're now teamless. What was the decision behind that, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't know. You probably already saw the news post on. No. I don't know. I don't probably just leave it there. But yeah, I don't know. It was my decision to leave. So yeah.
Lovely. Are you hoping to find a new team here at iSeries this year, or?
Oh, depending on how it goes and how well I do, we'll probably see if there's another team after this event.
And where do you see yourself finishing this iSeries in the Heart of the Swarm tournament?
I need to say I'm going to try and win it,
Yeah, of course.
Be confident. But probably top 4 or something I'm hoping for.
And of course, judging by the level of competition this year, top 4 is definitely a hard feat, but we've seen you pull out some crazy wins before, seen you come literally from almost nowhere and start winning everything. I mean, you've travelled quite a lot, you've done a lot of tournaments, you've won a lot. What was your kind of favourite iSeries moment then?
Probably between winning the iSeries that I was at and being interviewed by Banks, where it just went hilariously wrong. I still remember that. But yeah, it's probably that too.
That's great then. And of course, the venue's getting bigger and better every year. I mean, have you had a chance to walk around, and what's your kind of favourite thing about the event?
I don't know. I haven't really wondered about it yet. I haven't been in the second hall apart from just the ESET, getting told what's happening. So I couldn't really say just now.
Just too busy practicing.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot.
Well, that's great to hear. Any sort of closing statements, or I mean, how overall do you think everything's going for yourself?
Not really. I think it's going okay. You know, it depends how this goes, I guess. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. So.
And you're fairly confident that you are going to win, yes?
Yeah, I need to say yeah. I don't know. So.
Exactly. Well, that's me, Colin from Fast Expand, and of course JonnyREcco joining me once again. Very, very confident, I'd say, and if he doesn't finish in the top 4, I'll be very surprised. So yeah, thanks very much, guys.